All right, so here with us today, we have Allison Cousineau, who is the program coordinator for the Personal Support Worker Program. We also have with us today Jody Thomas, the academic advisor for the program. We have Ulmaj Bat, who is our international representative for the college and a great resource for all the international students that are with us today. I believe we'll have Kara Vachon, a current student in the Personal Support Worker Program, who we will have the pleasure of hearing from a little bit later in the presentation. We also have Angela Butt here with us, who's the Associate Dean of Community Health Studies, as well as Fiona Allen, who's the Vice President of Academics. Again, please use the Q&A feature to ask any questions, and we'll be happy to take them up post-session. And with that said, I will turn it over to you, Allison.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for that introduction. I'm Allison Cousineau, the program coordinator and one of the professors you'll be interacting with throughout your program in the PSW program. This is my Niagara College email address. If you wanted to write it down, you're more than welcome to email me with any questions after this session. So starting, how do you apply? Jody Thomas is a great resource for how to apply to the PSW program. So we do have a couple prerequisites or requirements for admission. The one requirement is English. Any grade 12 equivalent or any grade 12 English will be good. You do APA style, you do some assignments and essays throughout the program. Math, any grade 11. Mainly the mathematics that we focus on throughout the program is conversions and understanding conversions. And then biology, grade 11 or grade 12 is a admission requirement. You do have 2 anatomy classes, one in term 1 that we go through all the systems and we learn about how it functions within your body. And then in term 1, we go through the illnesses and diseases that you will be going into contact with your clients and how can you help your clients to the best of your ability. We have many things going on in the PSW program. We try to do as many great experiences for you guys so you just don't come out of the program with a personal support worker certification. You come out with many certifications that are on top of that. So if you just look at bullet number 3 to begin with, we do a managing food safety certification at semester 1 in one of your courses. In this course, you actually get to partner with the culinary section. So you get to go to Niagara-on-the-Lake, experience the culinary and the kitchens there, and you get to learn how to cook and cook with your clients and figure out how you're going to cook for a diabetic client. They actually have at the end of that, you get to do, we call it a gray box, but a black box. You have a case study, they pick up the box and those are all of your ingredients and you get to be creative and get to do a dinner for your client. So you get the Managing Food Safety certification. Right when you get that, you could apply to be in the kitchens at a long-term care facility in term 1. So you could get to know what happens in the kitchen setting after you get that. The next certification we do is Gentle Persuasion Approach that goes into individuals with dementia and other diseases. And you get to learn, how do I communicate with someone? How do I de-escalate? That happens in term 2. The other certification we do is a feed certificate, dysphagia, inability to swallow, inability to eat. This is a certification that is through Hamilton Health Sciences. It's recognized throughout Hamilton and throughout the Niagara region. And then the 4th one we just implement is a palliative certification. After you're done your end of life course, you will get a Life and Death Matters certification to know that you have enough qualifications to deal and work within the hospice setting. There's 42 hours of hands-on experience and about 266 hours of clinical placement in both long-term care and community setting. Many settings we have our clinical placement partners. We try to get as many as possible, and majority of students get hired after they do that clinical placement experience after term 2. After you're done your personal support worker program, you are able to apply to the Practical Nursing Bridge program. This is only offered to Niagara College graduates. We run it every single May. I'm not going to go too far into it because in term 1, I always have a session with my students to run through this pathway and explain it to them before the application to apply to it comes available. A lot of hands-on experiences. We work with standardized patients, amazing standardized patients that are actors that take on the roles, and you walk into a room and you don't know what you're going to experience to help you make safe mistakes and learn from others in a controlled environment. We collaborate with the International Nursing Program, and we always celebrate the Personal Support Worker Day with peers and faculty. And we try to have a little celebration with the students on the Personal Support Worker Day. So what does your program look like? It is a busy term, but we try to have fun, and there's tons of support. So if we look at term 1 here, we have our clinical class, supportive care, which is in our fantastic hands-on nursing PSW lab with mannequins and vital sims, and they talk to you, and a lot of them honestly look real, like a real patient when you work with them. You also work with partners and your peers. Then you have to go through your communication class in healthcare. Helps you to learn how to document and helps you learn how to reference and do research. Then another wonderful class is the interpersonal education and practice class, where you get to work with all of the allied health disciplines. So you're in PSW, but you're always going to work with nursing and physiotherapy assistants and dental, and you're going to be collaborating with all of these other disciplines in this class and working together and learning how to communicate together and critical think together. Then we go into the community support and home management, and this is where we learn about home care, and we learn how to cook, and we work with more standardized patients within this class. Then we have development over a lifespan, which is just learning all the stages of life. Then anatomy, which is human body structure and function, and then the role of the PSW, which is all about that legislation. So a very packed term 1. 3 of these courses here are run as modulars. So they are one at a time. So you'll just be in 1155. And then after that course is done, we move into the role of a personal support worker. And then we move into 1137. So you're focusing on one curriculum or one knowledge base at a time, and you're able to study for that one. And after you're done that, you move on to another one. Then you get into term 2, where this is where you're getting that hands-on experience out in the community. So you have a clinical placement. You have 3 courses while you do one of your clinical placements: mental health, then you have another anatomy, and then end of life. And then you go into consolidation, full time out there after 7 weeks, working hands-on in the career that you would like to be in. Careers. I would say 99.8 of our students get a job after it, even before they are done their consolidation. We have people reaching out for references and when are they going to get their certification so they could get the job. Careers, you could be working in acute care hospitals, adult day programs. There's also Red Roof Retreat in Niagara on the Lake that deal with children with development disorders, or and the parents need respite. They need time for themselves to get groceries. They hire many PSWs. There's group homes. So many career opportunities out there for personal support workers. We are in need. And I would say this semester, 100% of our term twos are starting to work already before they're even done consolidation. I have an amazing student that is in term one currently, Cara, that would like to give you guys a little snippet of what it's like to be in term one of the PSW program. So Cara, if you would like to go.
Hi guys. So my name's Kara Vashon. I'm in term one. And I have a few questions here that I am going to answer for you guys. So the first one is why I chose Niagara College. So one of the main reasons as to why I chose this school is because it's a very diverse school and is welcoming to everyone that is interested in the school or already enrolled. Another reason that I chose Niagara College is because of the trust that I myself, my family, my friends, cousins, everything like that have in the school, because they've gone to it before and I've heard all of their experiences with the professors and the staff and the faculty, and I really trusted them, so I trusted the school. I wouldn't change anything about my decision regarding Niagara College. I love it. I love the program, although it can be hard sometimes and you feel like there's like everything piling on top of you. You always have resources to you with your professors, your deans, offices for them. With the staff, you always have security that are there to help you if you need something with your locker, stuff like that. I love being a Niagara College student because there are a number of resources available again. If you need financial aid, offices for professors or deans, security, the library, online and in-person workshops, tutoring, and so much more. Another thing that I love that the school puts fun into your experience and with extracurricular activities or sports and clubs. Fun activities like bingo nights online, online Q&As with very well-known people, trivia nights. It's a very fun experience being at the school. And there's always connections that you can make with your peers and other people from other programs that you might not know. How do you feel supported by Niagara College faculty, staff, and services? So you always have nonstop support from everyone around you. Everyone is there to help you no matter what you need. And there's always someone to help you and you're never alone. The staff itself also holds many cultural events at the school and encourages everyone, even if you're just an ally. And that shows me that they support everyone, and it makes me feel more respect and support from the school. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, I have to jump on another call shortly, but I just wanted to jump in and say a few words. First of all, Cara, thank you so much for those words of encouragement to our future students. It's great to hear from a term one student. I know it's a lot of work, but I know that when you come out of this program, not only will you get a job, but you will be very successful in the top of your field. So we're really excited to see you moving through the program. And thank you for taking the time today to come and say those kind words and be open to questions from our future students about what it's like to be a Niagara College student. And I just want to say to the students considering our program, PSW, I can't think of a time ever when PSWs were more needed in our society to help work with our vulnerable clients. And the role that you take is critical to everyone in society. Sooner or later, all of our lives get touched by a PSW. It's really such an important role, a very noble profession, and it's not easy. It is not an easy thing to do, but you really take care of the people who are most vulnerable and need you the most. It really is a profession that I can't say enough about. Both of my parents were in long-term care, and the PSWs were so kind to our family, so kind to my parents. It really, really is a profession that everyone's life gets touched by at some point. So I really encourage you to take on this profession, be enthusiastic. You will get a job. It is so in demand. You will absolutely get a job. And the staff here on this call and the staff at Niagara College are here to support you. They are so well connected into the industry, and they will help you every step of the way. So really, it is a supportive, student-focused environment. And this program is built around our students, built around what our community needs. And our students are generally very successful when they leave. And we're so proud of all of our graduates. So I can't say enough about this program. I can't say enough about what our PSWs do in our community and how they support all of us. So I thoroughly encourage you to explore this program, as well as all our other nursing programs at Niagara College. This may just be your starting point. You just never know. So thank you.
Thanks, Fiona.
All
Thank
right.
you.
I am going to jump on and see if I can see some more program students, and I will talk to you later. Everybody have a great day.
You too.
Well, Fiona.
Bye. Thank you, Fiona.
Maybe Allison, would we like to talk about what you think like a good student, or what a student like aspires to be prior to coming into the program? Like what makes up someone that's really going to be a successful personal support worker?
Candace, you're putting me on the spot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm joking. I think hard work, guys. A lot of people come in and don't realize how much work it is. When we're talking about courses that are completed within 5 weeks, we're talking about after having that course 3 times a week. So that's 9 hours. And then within the second week, you're having a midterm. And in the second week, you have your essay due. So coming into the program and just realizing that it is a lot of work, but when you get through it, it's well worth it. Does that kind of answer your question, Candace?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
The other thing is, oh, sorry.
No,
Sorry,
you go
we
ahead.
got students like good organizational strategies and good time management strategies. Those are going to be helpful when a program moves as fast paced as this program does. So getting those things established really quickly in the program is definitely beneficial.
Kara, what would you say is 1 or 2 of your qualities that have really helped you so far in the program? And is there anything that you would wish you had known before you got started, just to kind of help you dive in more effectively? So what's served you well, and what do you wish you had known?
So something I wish I had known is the time that it takes going into this program. It's a lot of staying up to finish assignments. It's a lot of reading your textbook. It's a lot of reaching out to your peers to see if they can help you with something. It's a lot of time overall. And you never stop learning.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite things, is that every single day you learn something new. It's not the same thing every single day. Something that has helped me throughout it is reaching out to my professors, like Professor Cousineau. If you have any questions, if you need any help with anything, always reach out to your professors, because they're always there to help you every step throughout the way. And they will not let you like hang. If they see that you need help, or they see that you're not going out to lectures, or they see that you're not completing your assignments, they will always reach out to you and see if you need help with anything. Another thing is I make lists every single day of what I need to get done for the next day or the next week or upcoming month. I make lists for everything, because if I don't, I will forget everything. And that's 2 things that have helped me a lot.
Perfect. Thanks, Kara.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I do
The
have
other
a-
thing, the one more thing I would say is be ready to purchase your textbooks before class starts. We go right through Evolve and Elsevier. So if you go to Jody's session, Kickstart, before the program starts, for the individuals that do start the program, she will give you a link and purchase them right away. They do come right from the publisher. They might take a bit, but it is mandatory to have all your textbooks. It's mandatory to have all the e-codes. There's always problems with technology, so we really work hard to get them done within the first lecture. So you are okay to finish all the work. So that's another thing to be prepared is understand the textbooks are mandatory and to purchase them right away when you're accepted into the program.
Wonderful. I think that's really important to mention because you don't always think that as a student, or at least I didn't when I was a student. You kind of want to wait, but it's really nice that you're mentioning that that shouldn't be the actual process, that they should be purchased right off the hop. I have a question here from Sheena, and it is, what requirements do you need if you're an international student? So Bella, maybe you would be able to answer that for her.
Or Jody,
Yeah,
This is-
absolutely.
goes Bella.
Okay. So for you to apply to us, you need to have an English proficiency level score equivalent to IELTS 6.0 or any other internationally recognized test. Also, we are going to check your high school diploma in order to see if you're eligible to apply for us.
Wonderful, thank you. I believe I have another international student that's actually just asking, or they're saying they have a degree in nursing from their home country, but they really love the PSW program. So hopefully what Bella just spoke on kind of answers that question as well in terms of applying and getting the process started for coming to Niagara College.
We have many
Absolutely.
international students. We have many international students that are nurses in their home country coming into our program. Do we have any more tips and tricks for the successful completion of the PSW program that we'd like to touch on?
I have
Don't
one.
miss class.
Yeah, don't miss class. It's very crucial. But one thing that is super, super important is the second that your professors tell you that you can start your documentation, do it. Do not wait, not even a single second. The day that you are allowed to go get your police vulnerable sector check done, go get it. The day that you're available to get your CDS done, go get it. Do not wait at all, because sometimes they take a long time. Like I started mine the first day and I still haven't received anything from anyone yet. So it gets very stressful and very packed with all of the amount of students that are applying for it at the same time. So do it as much, like as fast as you can.
That's a really good point, Kara. And to that end, everybody should be getting their COVID vaccination. That is a requirement for coming on to campus. But the other thing to keep in mind is the communicable disease surveillance that Kara was talking about that you need to have completed prior to going out to placement. If you have any other vaccinations missing from that, you'll require TB testing. Those all need to be done in a certain order. And if you haven't completed your COVID vaccination already, that will interfere with the order of the other things that need to be completed for communicable disease screening. So get the COVID vaccination, both injections done as quickly as possible now, so those won't interfere with your communicable disease surveillance process once you get here. Good thinking, Kara.
Allison, I know we had spoken a little bit about but a lot of the program or the courses specifically are actually on campus. Could you maybe further go into what people can expect for the delivery of in-person?
Yeah, so actually it's wonderful that we're back on campus, a great interaction with students. So all our courses are on campus. Angela, can you just confirm that in January Health 1020 will be on campus or online?
I have been told that at the moment it is planned to be on campus, at least the small group part. I'm not positive about the large class.
Wonderful. So at this moment, I would say 90% of your courses are on campus in a classroom. So what you would have to do to get on campus is do the Niagara College health screening. You get your Niagara College student card and you just tap in. It's a very easy, seamless kind of process to do. Once you started, it just becomes second nature to do your NC health screening. In lecture, the only restrictions we do have is hand sanitize before you come into lecture, mask on, and sit 1 or 2 seats away from your peers just to keep that distance. But everything's the same in lecture. You just keep your mask on. We still have group work to get together with your peers to critically think through case studies or work together on a couple questions. We have interactions within the lecture setting. So all of your courses are online. Your clinical course is in the lab setting with the mannequins we have. Your Health 1137 course, which is the community support course, is the only course you will have to travel to Niagara on the Lake campus for the culinary section.
I think you meant to say all of your courses are on campus,
Did I say, what did I say?
online.
Oh, on campus, sorry, guys.
COM 1160, which doesn't fall under our, the School of Nursing and PSW Studies. It's run by your Academic and Liberal Studies area. I think that might still be online come January. But one of the things, just so everybody's aware of, and Professor Cousineau alluded to this, in terms of making sure that everybody is safe while they're on campus, the college has been working very, very, very diligently with public health, as well as following all of the ministry guidelines ever since the advent of COVID. And so for instance, our lab, which has been open since July of last year, so 2020, that was the first return of any Niagara College students to campus. So we have been the pioneers of campus return, I would say. So we've got it pretty much perfected. Right now, students are all wearing gowns and masks and goggles and gloves when they're in lab. Public health has toured our labs multiple times to make sure that they are comfortable with the safety protocol that we have in place. And every time we get glowing reports. So I do want to assure people that we have worked very hard and received a lot of positive feedback from public health in terms of how we are keeping our students safe. What you see when you come in January may be a little bit different from what we're describing here, because every day, as you know, COVID changes just a little and our response to it evolves as it's required to, but we've been very, very successful in keeping students safe and not having COVID transmission on campus. So touch wood, we'll keep those in place. But if you're worried at all about campus return, I'm not saying don't be worried, because I don't want you to get lackadaisical. It's important that we all follow the procedures, but do know that your safety is optimized by everything we have in place.
Kara, do you feel safe and comfortable in class and lecture? And just to give some people maybe a peace of mind, how do you feel as a student?
It feels really good to be back in person learning. I absolutely hate online learning because I'm a person that like learns better face to face. But being on campus with the masks and hand sanitizing, even when before like the change happened a few weeks ago, where we had to have the goggles in lecture and change our mask and everything, I feel very safe. It feels very like not contained, but well maintained.
Thank you. I had a question about textbooks. Unfortunately, there is many new publications coming out. I don't know if everybody decided to focus on writing new textbooks during COVID, but there is multiple new editions coming out. So when there's a new edition coming out from publishers, we do upgrade the textbooks. The other thing about textbooks is that the PSW textbooks come in a package. So you're actually saving more money buying it in a package. So what's in the package is 3 or 4 textbooks, and then you have 3 electronic codes, so work codes that you put into the computer, and they're all bundled into one code. So that one code gives you 3 accesses to all of the mandatory online work. And it's cheaper to buy the package. So what we do is we work directly with Evolve and Elsevier to purchase and get you guys a discount for the one PSW package. The codes are about 40% more expensive. It's a huge amount of money if you don't buy them all put into one. So we've had students use old editions, but all my readings and stuff are always with the new editions. If you would like to have the link, I'm not going to put it up there. Could you please send me an email? My email's just above your comment in the chat.
All right. So I don't see any more questions coming through the chat. But yes, like as Allison said, if you want to email her in regards to textbook questions, her email is in the chat there for you if you want to get a hold of her. I don't have any more questions. If we want to do some final thoughts, we absolutely can, but I really, really appreciate everybody being here today. And I know it's a Saturday and it's a Saturday morning, but that goes for faculty and for the students that are participating. It's wonderful that you guys came out to kind of explore your academic career options and get some more information on some programs that are of interest to you, which is really great. But yeah, does anybody have any final words?
My final words is thank you guys for coming to hear us on Saturday morning or wherever you are in the world. It could be Saturday evening. Welcome to Niagara College. Hopefully you apply to the personal support worker program. We do try to make it fun and looking forward to seeing you, some of you guys in January on campus. So thank you again for enjoying this hour with us.